Hey, how's it going? This is Johnny, and I appreciate you guys for stopping by. So let's talk about stories. Everybody loves them, whether it's from ancient times, different mythologies, different cultures. Storytelling is incredible. And just like today, we have our own stories. We have TV shows, we have video games, we have entertainment, live action, comic books, all of these entertainment mediums, animation. Just think about what you can do nowadays to tell a story. And yes, the art today is going to be based off The Mandalorian in the TV show, because I actually like the show and I did a lot of art for it. So I just want to show you guys that. And yes, I know the move
Baby Yoda, baby Yoda
isn't really for Jedis. Don't kill me for it. I just thought it looked cool. And for someone who likes electricity, especially in comic books, most of the black characters have electricity powers. I don't know why, but you know what? I thought it would be cool, so I did it for you guys. And yes, if you look at the date, this illustration was done back in January. It's just been a lot going on with the show. I wanted to release it earlier, but unfortunately, you know how life works sometimes. Sometimes things happen and you gotta switch it up. So we're gonna be talking about the storytelling that I've learned from The Mandalorian, whether you're in entertainment or not. Maybe you want to spice things up. So I want to say thank you to the Mandalorian series. I've learned a lot. Let's be honest, nothing works 100%. Each of the things that we speak about today is just something you can use as a tool, not to say it's guaranteed. Think about these as more as tips that you can use to better your story.
As it should always be, this is the way.
With that being said, if you're into art tutorials and videos just like this, where you learn how to be a better creator, learn how to make money off your work, monetizing what you're doing, make sure that you become a part of the community by hitting that like button and that subscribe button. So remember, this channel is for you, by us. For you personally, by us. Let's get into the video. Characters are first. Now, yes, in some scenarios, you can develop the world, then the characters. If you think about it this way, people like to find a character that they either like, dislike, or want to be like. So, do you look up to this person? Think about your favorite TV shows. Do you want to be like the character, or do you watch the show because you dislike a character? Find what kind of characters you need to build for your story. Maybe people are watching the story to see when this character is done, or the conclusion to the story about this character's life. They want to live a life similar. They want to have a very luxurious life. People follow the story because of the characters that they can relate to, and then they love the world that they come from. Is there special abilities that only certain people have? Is something going extinct? Is something outlawed? What differences can I put in my story where it's a little different from what everybody is accustomed to? We're not trying to say that you have to make up something so brand new that it doesn't make sense. No, you can use existing ideas, but put it in your own twist. Look at shows like The Avatar and The Four Elements. We all know about these elements, but they were able to make it unique by adding bending and martial arts and fighting styles and unique characters to blend with that. Having a great call to action is important. Almost a fork in the road for your characters to make a choice. That's why it's called a call to action. What are you going to do when you get in a certain scenario or moment? If someone came to your character and said, hey, your family was assaulted or hurt, what are you going to do? Now, does the character make the decision to find out who done it and also avenge and repair his family, allowing them to have justice, or does he walk away? There's unique ways to create calls of action where you show strengths and weaknesses in your character. Not everything needs to be the grandiose, but maybe at the beginning of the story, they're given a choice that they turn down, and over time they grow and develop, and then when that choice comes again or something similar to it, they make a different decision. Having character development and growth. So having those little moments, not just call to actions, but character development in your story is incredibly important. It allows people to understand what's happening, have something to personally relate to, because we all make mistakes and all want to do more in life and do better in life. So it allows people to see that character and see it better themselves and see truth in it, making them more real and realistic. One of the other things that I loved about The Mandalorian was his armor, how you see the progression about what he wore and what was used to protect him. Each time he completed a bounty or a service, he was paid money, and that money was molded and melted down into his armor, whether this was engravements on the armor or just upgrading it. Not just the money that he used for better weapons and to repair his ship from time to time, but used to physically protect him. When you think about that, it allows people to have something to look forward to when you're telling that kind of story that has these little details that people can connect to. Almost like when you're playing a video game, you're collecting these little ideas, these little achievements to add to your character. And it's the same thing you can do when you're building your story. What are little details you can use to make your character more believable, but have something to achieve, small term and long term? Having small goals for your characters, having small things that help build up your characters shows development and growth. And it's all about progressing things and making people feel like the story isn't stagnant. If I want something stagnant, I'll go to my mundane, regular job. If I want something stagnant, I'll live the normal life that I live. But what your story is supposed to do is give people something that's a little different, that shows moments and growth and progression, but also something exciting, something fun, and something that can be achieved in your story. And that's something that you can personally do, giving people something not only to look forward to, but to have almost that barbershop talk, where you compare your characters versus other characters, where you compare characters in your story versus other characters in your story. Who would win in this scenario? Or what do you think when this happened? Locker room talk or barbershop talk helps progress franchises, whether this is sports, whether this is movies. Giving people something to share and speak about is important. So how can you do that with what you're building personally? And these are some of the things that we're working on here at Rosa Studios. So remember, you're not perfect and neither are we. So just work on what you can for about 15 minutes every single day, whether you're writing, thinking, or illustrating. Just do those little things and watch how it grows. So we appreciate you guys for stopping by. Hopefully this video was helpful and this is something you want to share with your friends, right? Because you definitely want to share this with your friends, while also liking the video and leaving a comment letting us know what you want to see next on the channel. Also hitting that subscribe button and that notification bell. You don't want to see the other side. So you're going to hit those bells, hit that subscribe button, like the video, share, and do all those other nice things, right? All right, I believe you. I believe you will. As you can see, we have 2 videos on the screen, one suggested by YouTube, one suggested by us. Click on one of those 2 videos and, we'll catch you over there because we got some other videos for you as well.